Hello everyone, it is Jeanine. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a shameless plug going on here with my sweatshirt. It's my body boot camp. Anyways, I wanted to do this video for you guys because Innosupps released another digestive type supplement, and I've been getting a lot of questions about which one to take and the confusion about the three different supplements in their digestion stack. So I wanted to do this video to explain the three different products from Innosupps and which one might be the best for you. Okay, so Innosupps has three different supplements designed and geared towards gut health. And it can be a little confusing as to which one do you think you need, which one you should take. So I wanted to go over what I know and what's worked for me, what's worked for my clients. The very first supplement that I took from them for digestion was the Inno Cleanse. Now, if you haven't already seen that review video, I'm going to link it up here because I go over specifically how this worked for me, what it did for me, and why I love it so much. But I also want to point out that if you look at that video and the timestamp of that video, I'm still on the same bottle. The Inno Cleanse is not something that you need to take every single day. It is not something that you even need to take once a month. It really is dependent on how things are moving for you. So if you are not having regular bowel movements, at least one per day, then that is an indication that you might be a little bit backed up digestively, and that's when you would want to take something like the Inno Cleanse. So it's something you'd want to keep on hand. Say after, a couple of days and you realize like, wow, I haven't had a bowel movement. I'm going to take Inno Cleanse tonight, and I'm going to take it for as many days as I need to in order to get things done. Without being TMI, Innosupps like to say that this kind of gets stuck poop unstuck, which is exactly what it did for me. And the experience you have with it is going to differ depending on how much stuck poop you have. And that's been my experience with it as well. So the very first time I did it, I was significantly backed up from several vacations. And so it was quite an experience the first time. There was significant backup, and that was very evident. Now, I will hop on and take this the minute that I'm backed up. And you'll know because your body is very regimented. You're very scheduled. You probably have a schedule if you pay attention to it. So if I don't go for 24 hours, I know, okay, that's a little odd. I'm going to take 2 of these before bed. Usually it'll produce a movement the next day, and then that's it. I'm back on track. I don't continue to take it. And that is why I have been taking one bottle. I've only ever purchased one bottle. This is it. And it's almost empty now. I probably should get myself another bottle. But again, this is not an everyday thing. It is great to have on hand just to kind of like keep things regular. So that is the Inno Cleanse. Get yourself a bottle, but plan on having that bottle for a good amount of time. It's not something you're gonna have to replace often. Okay, next up is the Gut Restore. This is the pre and probiotic, okay? This is going to help you with digestion and bloating. Contrary to popular belief and people trying to normalize bloating like on TikTok and things like that, I'm here to tell you bloating is actually not normal. Don't normalize it. If you are getting bloated, you need to try to figure out the root cause of why you're getting bloated. Perhaps there is a food that you're eating that is not agreeing with you digestively. You might have some sort of allergy to it. Bloating is your body's way of telling you like, hey, something's not right. Please fix this, because it's not normal. It's not normal after you eat to have to unbutton your pants. Bloating is usually an indication that you've eaten something that your body does not agree with, eaten something new, like a new macronutrient. So for example, if you are on the ketogenic diet and you decide to have carbohydrates, you're going to bloat, because your body no longer has those enzymes to help you digest the carbohydrates. So you're gonna get bloated while your body's trying to figure out how to digest that foreign macronutrient because you haven't had carbs in a really long time. So sometimes it's for that reason. Sometimes it's a food allergy. Sometimes it is that time of the month. but you do need to try to pinpoint why you are struggling with bloating. Now, if you struggle with bloating every day, you know, that's an indication of definitely something is going on digestively. And it's very, very important to get to the bottom of it, because it could lead to weight loss stalls, because you think you're not losing weight, but you probably are if you're on your calorie deficit. But because of bloating and distension, you're not seeing those results, and you're also not seeing those results on the scale, because yes, it's gonna hold the scale up. So it's really important to get to the bottom of why you're bloating. The first and foremost thing you can do for your digestive health is to take a pre and probiotic every day. That is why I take Gut Restore. So this is something that you want on the auto ship. You want to take this every single day. I take 2 in the morning on an empty stomach, and I'm good to go. This has been amazing for me. Digestively, I've never been more regular and more healthy and having less foods that trigger bloating. In fact, some of the things that I used to avoid completely, like olive oil, I find that since I've been taking the Gut Restore, I can actually tolerate a little more olive oil without getting the bloating and distension. So it is also something that maybe foods that you didn't tolerate before, maybe you could tolerate a little bit of. For example, you know, lactose, if you have a lactose intolerance. This also contains digestive enzymes in it. So I no longer take separate digestive enzymes with my meals. All I do is the Gut Restore. So basically, I do the Gut Restore. If by chance I happen to get backed up, or you know, maybe I eat too much red meat, that tends to slow down my digestion. If you eat foods that slow down your digestion, you need a little help, then you implement the Inno Cleanse that we already talked about. Now, if you are taking this and you've been taking the Gut Restore for 30 days, you've already gotten 1 bottle in, you've done a cleanse, and you're still struggling with your digestion, that could be an indication that you have something called leaky gut. If you have a leaky gut or like a worn out stomach lining, then taking these things is not going to be effective. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I did the Inno Cleanse, I do the Gut Restore, and I'm still having issues with digestion. These pills don't work for me. It's not that. It's that they're not being allowed to work if you have a situation called leaky gut. That's where the Gut Protect comes in. Gut Protect is designed, I'm gonna pop it up here on the screen. I don't actually have it. To be honest, I don't need it. So I'm not going to order it unless it were to be an issue for me. But if you are having digestive issues, you're already taking a pre and probiotic, you've already tried to cleanse, nothing's working, you're still bloating, then I recommend getting a bottle of the Gut Protect and incorporating that into your regimen with the Gut Restore and see if that helps. The Gut Protect is supposed to repair the stomach lining, allowing things like the Gut Restore and the Inno Cleanse to work as they should. So I haven't had a lot of people tell me that they haven't had success with these products, but the people that have said, hey, I take those and they didn't work for me, Gut Protect is for them. So I highly recommend giving Gut Protect a try. Like I said, I haven't gotten a lot of feedback on it yet. It's a very new product. But if I was struggling digestively still, even with these two, I would get on a Gut Protect regimen. But I'm not. So I wouldn't be the best person to review Gut Protect because I'm so good ever since I implemented Gut Restore that I really don't need it. But based on the feedback from Innosupps, this is what you need. So I do recommend trying the Gut Restore. Try it for a couple of weeks. Now, pay attention to the Innosupps return policy because they do have an opened item return policy where if you are not satisfied with one of your products, you can get 50% of your money back on an open product as long as it's within 30 days. So, utilize that to your advantage because like I said, I don't know for sure if it's gonna work for you. Maybe your digestive situation is not due to leaky gut. Maybe it's something else that the Gut Protect, isn't equipped to handle. At that point, I think it would probably be a good idea to get a doctor involved because your digestive health, you guys, is so important. there's really no point in trying to be on this like health and wellness journey and try to lose weight and build muscle and lose fat, but your digestion is completely out of whack, because it's really going to be hard to gauge how you're really feeling with poor digestion. Not to mention there is a direct connection with your digestion and mental health as well. So there is a lot of things going on that should be rectified if you're having trouble. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys, because I've had a lot of people not sure what to do. Like I said, what I would recommend is get a bottle of Inno Cleanse, use it only if you need it, plan on keeping it for a while. Maybe you'll need a couple bottles a year maximum. Implement the gut restore into your routine every single day. If you have not done a pre and probiotic, start with the gut restore and do that for a month before you buy all of the other products. You might not need gut protect. If the gut restore does the trick and you feel great and it gets you regular, then you won't even need the gut protect product. So that's something you could hold off on. So I definitely recommend getting this as a just in case emergency situation, and then starting this in your routine ASAP. I do have a code for Innosupps. I love them. I've been really happy with the products I've tried from them. Code is Jeanine. I will link this information down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you have not checked my previous Innosupps review videos out, I will link them at the end of this video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.